Good afternoon, fellow traders. It's Black Coffee Trader coming at you here on a Monday, January 26th. Had a bit of a rough day today, down a little bit across most of the accounts, nothing bad. Ended up with about a $2,900 red day, about 130, 140 across most of the accounts. I did decide this morning to split the accounts into three groups based on prop firms. So the Lucid accounts are in one group, the Apex accounts in one group, and the Take Profit accounts in one group. Good news is, had a $200 day with the Lucid accounts. The other accounts, we were down a little bit. So kind of a difficult day, and a day that when you look at it in hindsight, you think, man, the NASDAQ was just in an uptrend. This is easy money. But it was one of those days where if you were looking short, it was easy to be wrong. And if you were looking long, it was easy to be wrong. So it was a very, very difficult price action day just to the way the market moved. And I kind of flipped. I'll just walk you through a little bit. This was the trade. Let me see. Yeah, this was on Apex. So I took a short. I got trapped in this short pre-market. Looking at this rejection. Let me move this over. I was looking at this rejection from the kind of pre-market area, and this is a level I've had marked for a while. And then we had this rejection coming in. I really liked this trade and took the short there. Got trapped. Got out of that trade somewhere right there is where I got stopped out. Looking for this continuation move to the downside. Did not happen. And then it was right prior to the open. Just simply got trapped short there. And then I realized what really was this was really an opportunity for a break and retest long to the upside. Took that trade there out for about 200 and put those accounts back to green after this trade. So trade 1 and trade 2 on the Apex accounts. And we were back to like $23 green across the accounts. Not much, but got back my earlier loss on this move. Kind of wish I had stayed in that trade. Obviously, that would have run for a lot had I just stayed in it, but we didn't. And then I think the next one I went long on ES. This was on the Take Profit accounts. It got stopped out there. Just simply should have had my stop below. Should have had, taken the whole consideration of this level instead of just taking the top part of that level. I've noticed I do that sometimes, and I get stopped out on the move that I'm really right on the direction, just wrong on where I've got my stop place. So I need to work on that, but I think, had I gotten into this trade anywhere in here and then left my stop kind of below these lows right here, that would have been far better off, and we would have gotten a nice trade there. As it was, we got stopped out there for about $112 loss there. Not crazy, but small loss on the Apex or the Take Profit accounts. I think that was the only trade I took on ES. And then on the Dow Jones, this is the one where I kind of changed my direction on the day and where I just started to not have such a good day. This was on the Lucid accounts. Really nice trade here. As you can see here, break and retest of prior day high, a trade that I love to take. Stop right here. Actually ended up only risking right there. Had very little drawdown on this trade. Got out right there for, I think the first group of contracts was off for about 185 in profit, and I left a runner. And when he started this rollover, I just killed this trade. I had left my stop at break even on the runner, thinking maybe we would run. We really ended up running, but I was late to the party. This rollover and this retest and rollover again, this is what changed me mentally on the day. And then to add insult to injury, right here, I took a short looking for a continuation as we broke below the prior day high back into the range of Friday. I took this short, completely got trapped there. Very, very disappointing. And that was on the Apex accounts. That was the last trade on those accounts, $150 loss. So full loss there. And that put those accounts back to red by like 130. So I just left it there. I really was kind of focused on trying to get my Take Profit accounts back into the green and then seeing if we can find something on Apex. And that moves us to the rest of the story here for the day, honestly. But after this trade, I was really, for some reason, this didn't even register with me because after this rollover, I was looking for downside on the market across all the indices. I just was. And it didn't register with me that, dude, I just got trapped short, look long. I mean, we had two nice break and retest longs there of prior day high. I mean, this was really a trap. I should have gotten long. I really should have gotten long there. I don't know. I just didn't. So that's all there is to it. I then proceeded to take shorts on the Russell as we broke below the prior day low. I love this, trading below VWAP, below the prior day low PDL. Took this short right here, sat through a little bit of drawdown, and I was really just looking for a big move. And because of that, I didn't take anything out of this trade. I was really looking for a move down to this area, somewhere here to this next level. We just simply didn't get there. I could have taken some off here, or most of the contract off, or position I should say, and been green on these accounts. I just didn't do it. And, you know, it is what it is. Break even after about an hour and 40 minutes on this first trade. Re-entered the short there. I accidentally hit close right here. I was going to let this go until it broke the prior day low. Had my finger on the trigger and just accidentally closed it. So $20 loss, no big deal. Basically, break even loss there. And then I re-entered the trade here. And as we started to move down lower, I moved my stop to break even just to protect myself. Got stop break even. And we've just really gone nowhere. So it really, I mean, I really had three basically break even losses there. 3 trades, and I think about with commissions, I might have had $28 of losses on 3 trades there. So I'm okay with that, but I wasn't able to recoup my prior loss on the take profit account. So really just taking a small loss on really all of these, and the bright spot again is just the Lucid accounts there at the top. So, but yeah, that's the day. I mean, that's really all there was to it. Took that morning short, got trapped there. I love the long that I took there on the Apex accounts. That was a good trade. You know, to recap here, yes, that was a fine trade as well. Just wrong, didn't, you know, too big of a position size and had my stop in the wrong spot. And then, you know, looking for shorts on the Russell, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with break evens. We couldn't go. The market just couldn't go. It was just a difficult trading day. For me, it was anyway. So let's take a quick look at TradeZella. We can kind of see where we're at on the day, 29.31. Only a 26% win rate, but 1.5 on the average win to loss. I do like that, and that's really why the loss isn't that bad. I mean, 2,900 is still 2,900, but it's really, you know, about a little over $100 per account. So we can certainly rebound from that. That is for sure. And to be honest with you, there's another little mental win in here. Lately, when I've had red days, I have kind of ran them up to where I'm down, you know, 300 to 400 across my accounts before I quit trading for the day. And I think just accepting the fact that, hey, I was just wrong a couple times. I had some nice trades today, but also had some bad trades today. Got trapped a couple times. Just wasn't reading things well. And it's a win to just walk away, accept a smaller red day, and be okay with it, and look for something else for the rest of the week. So that's the positive that I'm taking away from today. As far as the accounts, again, we're really only down $130 or so per account. And then we have a nice little start on the Lucid account. So quite happy with that. Red days are going to happen, and we just have to deal with it and move on. So we'll see what tomorrow holds and go from there. So there you have it. That's the recap for today. Thanks again for following along. Appreciate the support. Thanks to you guys. Have a great day. We'll catch up with you on the next one. Take care, and so long.